So this is very much a collaborative and multidisciplinary project, and I'm here with Ingi Helgeson, waving there, from the School of Computing. I'm actually in the School of Music at Edinburgh, Napier, and we've been doing a lot of work over the last probably 8 years with multi-location performance over very fast networks. As the technology gets faster and faster, the ability for us to be able to play in real time really starts to improve. But what for me was missing was that interactive and the immersive environment. So the call was actually perfect for us in terms of combining two skill teams, people looking at it in the center of interaction design, being able to bring their expertise in to give us this overview of presence and to be able to give, if you like, that missing link so that the musicians started to feel as though they were in the same environments as the people that were remote felt as though they were in the same space as the audience, and with that then filling the missing link there to give us something that was musically worthwhile. And at that point, would this open up the commercial world to us? There have been conversations over the year with people in, for example, Abbey Road Studios, working groups down there, where they've talked to us about, can we use this technology yet? The BBC saying, is this something we could use at Hogmanay to be able to link Shetland with BBC Scotland? Are we at this point? And to be honest, we've had to say, well, the problem is the connectivity. That's being solved by all the fibre that's running around the UK, all these proliferation of gigabit cities, and now opening up synchronous and symmetrical, i.e. large amounts of upload bandwidth as opposed to huge amounts of download bandwidth. Are things gradually coming together now? So our questions really were, are we at that point yet? What needs to be done? What are the stages that will give us the industry, the confidence to be able to try something and to go forward with this? I just hit up, and clearly that wasn't with that. Yeah. So the first workshop was with musicians, with people from theatre, people that provide the fibre connectivity to be able to just say, what can we be doing in this area? How could this be represented in immersive environments there? So that shaped really what we did next. Hang on. Someone that teaches technology, I don't seem to be very good with moving forward. So here we're actually in Soluis's dome. So Soluis have this 4-meter dome there, a VR dome there. Rather than using a headset there, our musicians are actually there seeing a projected image of the other end of the link, if you like, there. If you come to our stand, you'll see video clips of this, and you'll see a thing at DigiFest, which was JISC's huge event this year with about an audience of about 1,000 people, 30-piece orchestra, and our remote musicians, who you actually see there in our studio number 1 there, they're actually appearing down in DigiFest. Does the immersivity transform that experience? And the answer was yes, it did. And that really led us next on to the next workshop and the final workshop. We did a series of experiments in between, but here really working with the stakeholders, the people who provide the connectivity, the BBC. We talked to 300 production and engineering staff at the BBC Sounds Amazing event to be able to say, what do we need? How will you use this? What would give you the confidence to actually use this in a production there? So essentially, the next step for us, our proposal, our follow-on there, is to take this out of academia, to take it away from the education networks that we've used, and to drop this into a commercial environment. That's what the people were telling us needed to happen there. We needed to de-risk for them. They needed to see this demonstrated in a real-world scenario. So we're proposing here, we have a partner in the shape of the Edinburgh Jazz and Blues Festival. They've come in there and said that they will put on a paid public event there, where we have a link in live with the Oslo Jazz Festival there, where we have simultaneous concerts going on in 2 different cities there, with 2 virtual audiences, a large cylindrical projection there of audiences to give you that immersivity there, and then real-time projection of the artists, so that we can combine musicians. And by doing so, widening the reach. Edinburgh's saturated. We can't get more and more people coming into those festivals. What they're very excited about is the idea of taking the festivals into other countries and expanding the reach of the UK into new audiences. And for those musicians breaking into new markets, and vice versa, for creating that as a reciprocal thing, for, in this case, for the Norwegian musicians to be able to come back. Please pop in to the stand, have a look at the videos, and talk to us more about that. And thank you very much. Sit down.